Hey, I'm getting employed! Oh my god, I'm getting a job! What's up, it's a culture detective here, investigating your favorite animes, and today I'm going to be doing a quick anime review on the new anime that just got released this year, and I finished last night, and that anime is Kaiju number 8, or in Japanese, Kaiju Hachigo. So this is an anime based off of a manga by Matsumoto Naoya, and it is adapted into an anime by Production IG. It is essentially about a 32-year-old guy by the name of Hibino Kafka. So Kafka, like the writer Kafka. Um, so Kafka works at a kaiju disposal company where he disposes body parts of kaijus, aka giant monsters, after they get killed. Now we're living in a parallel timeline where in Japan, these kaijus constantly appear and destroy the city. But that's not his dream. His dream is to be in the defense force. Uh, essentially, they are the survey corps of this anime. They are the people wielding knives, holding guns, fighting giant monsters. That's his dream. So him and this other guy, Ichikawa, team up, go to the exams, and join the defense force and fight for the city and protect its people from giant monsters. Yeah. So let's talk about the good things first. The things I like about this anime. First of all, the characters are all very likable. Now, I don't think that's a very difficult thing to achieve. The main character here, Hibino Kafka, he is a funny guy. He's silly, he's goofy, and sometimes he's like a joke character. Sometimes he's like a comedic relief. When he gets serious, he gets serious. He's a man with a huge heart. He's a kind man, and we like him. I like seeing him. He's a nice character. And I think he also has great chemistry with Ishikawa, who is more cool and calm and collected. And they both work together really well, and it's great seeing them work together and team up. Another great thing about Kaiju number 8 is that it is very easy to watch. It's a very easy anime. Right after the bat on episode 1, Right off the bat on episode 1, we have the inciting incident. The story goes on and on and on. There are fights, couple scenes to take a rest, and then there are more fights, and then the season ends. It's a very easy watch. It never felt challenging to me. But these are the only two things that I like about Kaiju number 8, because the more I watch this anime, the more I find it to be mediocre at best. So, first off, this anime is labeled as different because it is not a shonen, it's not a seinen. The anime is catered to adults because the main character is a 32-year-old guy. But I feel like his age and the fact that he gets tired really easily are the only two things adult about this character, because aside from these two things, he basically acts like a teenager all the time. He's jumpy, he's silly, he joins the defense force because he wants to fight alongside with his childhood friend, Mina Ashiro, who is this celebrity at this point, this very badass killer girl, essentially. But he pretty much acts like a teenager. He has aspirations and dreams of a teenager. There really isn't a lot of difference between Kafka and like early Eren Yeager and like, I don't know, some regular shonen slash seinen character. So to call this anime cater to adults is pretty much false. It just feels like another seinen anime. Another thing is the OPs and the EDs. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but I feel like they cater to a certain Gen Z aesthetic. Even the music of this anime. First of all, the music, the soundtrack, sounds so derivative. It's either dramatic, Marvel-esque music, or it's these break beats, but it's clearly inspired by the soundtrack of Chainsaw Man. The OP is like this 3D CGI minimalist thing, and I feel like they're trying to tap into American TV show opening sequences, and because of that, it feels very clean, very sterile, and very derivative, and the ED as well. But the overall vibe that this anime is giving me, not only in terms of OPs and EDs and music, but also the art style of this entire anime, feels like it caters to a certain Gen Z Japanese aesthetic, where every guy has to dress the same way with the nice middle part hair, guys who listen to Yonezu Kenshi only and think that he's the greatest singer ever. I feel like this is the demographic that Kaiju number 8 is catering to. It's like the equivalent of making a TV show, catering it to Marvel fans or something, catering to a very lowest common denominator group. The aesthetics of Kaiju number 8 just caters to this very Gen Z Japanese style, and it's so trite, it's so cliche, it's so plain, there's nothing interesting about it. Now, another huge issue I have with Kaiju number 8, and a lot of Kaiju number 8 fans are gonna roll their eyes right now, but I will stand on this hill, and that is, this anime is basically like Attack on Titan. There are so many Attack on Titan similarities. Attack on Titan is about a place that gets constantly ravaged by giant monsters, titans in that case, kaijus in this case. The main characters want to join a force. They want to join a defense force / survey corps to fight these giant monsters. And as it turns out, the main character is a kaiju himself, just like Eren Yeager, who turns out to be a titan himself. Now, yeah, these are basically the plain, on the surface similarities between Attack on Titan and Kaiju number 8, but you cannot deny that even the nitty-gritty details are similar to Attack on Titan, from the design of the suits and the weapons to the storylines. Suddenly getting attacked by titans. I mean, the first battle the characters faced in Kaiju number 8 after they received training is basically what happened in Battle of Trost, but less interesting and less devastating. Vice Captain fighting Kaiju number 10 in the second last episode, if you tell me that's a traced animation of Levi fighting the Beast Titan back in season 3, I would probably believe in you. But Attack on Titan is not the only thing Kaiju number 8 is similar to. The villains of Kaiju number 8 are very much Jujutsu Kaisen inspired. And also Shinomiya Kikoru, this 16-year-old girl who is blonde, who is very powerful and annoying, basically a tsundere. That's literally Asuka. She's literally Asuka, but again, minus the depth, minus the complexity. And yeah, a lot of people can say, oh, but that's not what Kaiju number 8 was going for. You know, Attack on Titan, sure, there's some similarities, but Kaiju number 8 is going for a totally different thing. Okay, then tell me, what is it going for? If Kaiju number 8 is trying to be more lighthearted and comedic, it's not really working, because it's nowhere near as funny or as comedic as Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. It's still trying to be a serious drama, where Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 really committed itself to its comedy. Neither is it anywhere near as deep or as complex as Attack on Titan. The characters of Kaiju number 8 are essentially archetypes. Oh yeah, of course we have the annoying, super powerful brat girl. We have cold-blooded cool guy 1, cold-blooded cool guy 2, cold-blooded cool guy 3. They're all the same to me. Oh, and then of course we have a hot-headed pink hair guy who is basically Tanaka from Haikyuu. Literally the same performance, the same delivery, the same character archetype. And there's nothing more beyond these characters. There are so many other animes that also has 12 episodes but manage to build characters so much. Kaiju number 8 characters just feel like archetypes. And the villains too. The villains, oh my god. A lot of animes have villains that act exactly like this. They shoot the protagonist, or they hurt the protagonist, and they go, "Oh, I missed. Hmm, you're more powerful than I thought." They're all the same. They're all super chill, and they scratch their head and they go, "Oh yeah? Okashi na." Like they all do this. Why? And then we have the episode titles. They literally spoil the story. Why would you name your episode titles like that? The third last episode is called Exposed. And in the episode, Kafka gets exposed. I know I'm spoiling it, but just read the episode titles. And then episode 9 is called Kaiju number 8 Captured. Are you serious? That's like the entire plot of the episode. And the title just gives it up. And also the exposed scene, by the way, it just feels unearned. You know, this anime could have been a very interesting, crazy cat and mouse game between the Defense Force and Kafka, aka Kaiju number 8. But no, he's revealed, he's exposed, end of story. And instead of infighting and confusion and struggling within the Defense Force department, every member of the Defense Force unanimously supported Kafka after he got exposed. How convenient. The ending just feels meh. I feel like if they send Kafka to a totally new location with totally new characters, send him to jail, and now it turns into a prison break story. I don't know. Arc 2 could have been way more different than first arc. Maybe the world will expand. Maybe we'll go to a different location in Japan. But no, everything's back to the same, and nothing's changed. So yeah, Kaiju number 8, the more I talk about it, the more flaws I'm seeing from this anime. Sure, the concept is nice. The characters are likable. And I enjoyed watching it. I actually did. But characters feel like archetypes here. Scenes feel cliche. And the last 3 episodes basically put the entire story to a halt. So yeah, I'm giving Kaiju number 8 a decent 6 out of 10. So have you watched Kaiju number 8? Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.